So you want to go natural. Are you going to big chop or transition? You don't know? Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Here on this channel, I talk entirely about natural hair care. So if you are interested in that, go down below and subscribe to this channel because that is all we talk about over here. Hit the bell as well so you get notified every single time that I post a new video because you don't want to miss it. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a big chop versus transitioning type of thing. Deciding to go natural is very exciting. You're excited to see how your curls or coils are going to turn out. You're excited about the fresh new look you're about to have. You are excited that you're finally gonna join the shrinkage is real gang, you know? I know you've always wanted to say that because when I was going natural, I really, it's one of the things I wanted to be saying, like, yeah, shrinkage is real, you know? I know you've always wanted to say that. Also, maybe there are some things that you've been seeing, some natural hair videos you've been watching on YouTube or anywhere else, and you're just like, you want that. You want that type of hair. You want your curly hair. You want to be able to, you know, do all of these things that you're seeing people do with their natural hair and all of that, and you just want it, you know? You've decided to go natural, but then you're faced with this choice because when you're going natural, it's one of the two. You're either going to big chop or you're going to transition, and the choice is entirely yours. But some people have a difficulty making this choice because of many different factors. Like for instance, if someone is new to growing their hair, let's say they've always been cutting their hair right from when they were young, because there are a lot of people like that. They've been on low cuts all their life and they're finally decided to grow their hair. Now a big chop to them is regular, it's normal for them. They wouldn't have to transition, so they're just gonna cut their hair for one last time and then start growing their hair. A big chop is starting fresh, starting new, cutting all of your hair off to start again. Nowadays I've been seeing different types of big chops. Some people, maybe they have like bra strap length hair and then they got their hair damaged and then they cut their hair all the way down to ear length. I would say that is a pretty big chop, but they're not starting all over again, although they kind of are. But you get what I'm saying. They didn't shave their head, they just drastically reduce the length, but I still consider that a big chop. But right now the big chop I'm talking about is when you're just about to go natural. That is basically cutting all your hair off or cutting your hair really low and then starting again. So like I was saying, for the people that have always had low cuts, big chop wouldn't be a problem because they are used to it. Everybody's used to it. Everybody has seen them on low hair before, swinging scalp and all of that, so it wouldn't really affect them. But for people like me, you know, when they wanted to go natural, they had maybe long or probably short relaxed hair. Some people want to go natural because their relaxed hair is damaged or they just don't want to be relaxing their hair anymore. Some, it was a traumatic experience. Maybe they relaxed their hair and really fried their scalp and they decided, you know what, no more of this, none of this no more. Okay, so there are different reasons why people go natural, but it is still down to either transitioning or doing your big chop. So for someone who had relaxed hair, who had a little bit of hair before deciding to go natural, they are most likely going to want to transition because everybody like me, when I had my relaxed hair, I wouldn't say my relaxed hair was unhealthy. It wasn't short, it wasn't choppy. It was actually really healthy looking, was very dense, was long. But I just wanted to go natural because I wanted my curls. I wanted my curls. Okay, I wanted my curls. So for someone like me, I would naturally go for transitioning because everybody knows me with my long and luscious relaxed hair, and now going back to cut my hair and people seeing me on low cut would be super weird. So I wouldn't want that, and I would want to transition. There are different reasons and different ways that people make this decision between big chopping and transitioning. Now, I'm not here to say that big chop is better or transitioning is better. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just making points on big chopping and making points on transitioning, and the choice is still entirely yours. It's still entirely up to you. I already explained what big chop is, which is chopping off like all of your hair and starting again fresh. But transitioning is like slowly growing out your natural hair under your relaxed hair. You're just going to stop relaxing your hair but you're not going to cut off all your relaxed hair yet. What you're going to do is you're going to let your natural hair be growing as undergrowth under your relaxed hair, and then you're just going to be trimming off a little bit of your relaxed hair every once in a while, so that way you still have length, you still have hair on your head, but your natural hair is growing. Now, transitioning can be a little tough because you are handling two very different hair types on the same head. Your natural hair is not gonna like that your relaxed hair is still up there. Trust me, it's going to be a war, a fight between them. And in my experience, I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but in my experience, my natural hair wasn't really growing as much when I was transitioning. Truth be told, when I was going natural, I decided to transition, and I transitioned for like 4 months, and my hair was still like, I was like, why is 4 months producing just 1 centimeter of hair for me? I don't get it. And then I decided to give it another month. By the 5th month, my hair was still looking very, I just decided, you know what? I'm not waiting for this. I chopped off all my relaxed hair, and my hair was still pretty low. And trust me, I got all of those comments. Oh my god, you look like a boy. Oh my god, this isn't gonna fit you. Oh my god, what did you just do to your head? Oh my god, you look so weird. If you decide to big chop, people are always gonna talk. There's always going to be those negative comments from your friends, from your family, even from people that you don't even know. There's gonna be that corner eye, those stares, those comments, you know? So you have to make sure that you have your personality in check. If you are going to decide to big chop, make sure you have a strong personality, a personality that can hold insults, because people are definitely gonna come with all of those negative comments like, this is not gonna fit you. Why did you do this? Why didn't you just transition? Why didn't you just... Trust me, I got all of those things. People were telling me that natural hair was not going to fit me because they were used to seeing me with relaxed hair. People were telling me that I've just made a mistake. People were telling me that it's not gonna be cute. People were telling me that I wasn't cute with my low cut, and I was like, well, that's just about your business. Is it your head? It's not your head. It's not your hair. Leave me alone. I made my choice. Bye. You know. So if you don't have that strong personality, I would genuinely advise you to just transition, because you just be crying every day. Even my mom, when she saw me, because I didn't tell her I was gonna cut my hair, when she saw me, she was like, she didn't say anything, but I knew she was thinking it. But it's fine. It's okay. As far as I knew that what I want to do is still what I'm gonna do, and nobody's gonna beat me for it. I did it, and I lived. But amidst all the hate and everything, I still had some supportive friends that kept telling me, oh, it's not that bad. Let me help you style it. If you style it like this, you look this way. Maybe you should try this style, do this, do that. You know, they were helping me out, making me feel a little better about what I'd done. And honestly, if you're going to big chop, I advise that you don't tell anyone. Just go ahead and do it, okay? Don't tell anybody, because even those friends that were supportive of me, I feel like if I had told them before I cut my hair, they would have told me not to do it. So if you really want to, and you know that that's what you want to do, I advise you to just do it. And then after you cut your hair, if you still have some supportive friends, then surround yourself with them. Surround yourself with positive people, because no matter how strong your personality is, it would really go a long way to hear a positive comment every once in a while. It will really help out. But then again, if you choose to transition, you won't have to face any of those negative remarks. You won't have to face any of those things. You won't have to build up your confidence and your personality. So if you feel like you're just that type of timid person who doesn't really have the strength to be taking in negative comments on a daily basis, then I would strongly advise that you just transition. It's just easier that way. Money is another thing. In terms of money, if you are transitioning, you have hair on your head already, and now you are introducing a whole new, fresh, brand new hair type to your head. Now you're gonna have to start taking care of the two of them. Now you have your natural hair, and you still have those relaxed ends you get. So if you are going to use shampoo or conditioner or deep conditioner or anything, you're going to use a lot more products than the person that chopped all their hair off, because there is no hair in the first place. Most people that I know that big chop, they just pour water in their hair, rub some hair grease, and they're good to go. And they can get away with that because their hair is still very low. But for someone that is transitioning, you're going to already have to start using leave-in conditioners and deep conditioners, because you still have hair on your head. Like, do you understand? And even if someone decides to start being pious using deep conditioner and leave-in and all those, you know, extra stuff, they still won't use as much product as the person that transitioned. There's more hair, which means more product will be used, which means this person's product is probably going to finish more often than this person, and this person is spending more money than this person. Do you understand? Another factor is time. Some people don't have time to transition, although eventually you're going to need to have time, because the longer your hair grows, the more time it's going to take proper care of it. But as at when you are starting, it's going to take more time to take care of your transitioning hair because of all the extra length that is still attached to it than it will take somebody that did a big chop. Like I said before, people that have done their big chop, their own is just to pour water in their hair when they are bathing. Maybe when they are going out, they just rub small hair grease, maybe some blue magic, or if they are feeling very pious, they can rub some leave-in conditioner, just sharp, and they have gone. But somebody that is transitioning will still be running their fingers through the length of their hair, plus natural plus relaxed. So if you have the time, then go on ahead and transition. Some people, they go natural by big chopping because they want to know how it feels to have short hair. Like me, when I was transitioning, I eventually thought of it. Apart from the fact that I got tired of the way my hair was growing so slowly while I was transitioning, I also thought that if I go natural, I am never going to cut my hair again. And I'm gonna stand by that. I'm never ever going to cut my hair low again. So like, why don't I just cut all of this hair off and experience what it is to have really short hair? That's part of the reason I decided to just leave transitioning and go for the big chop. So a lot of people trying to experience that same thing that I wanted to experience, they want to know how it feels to have very low hair. And to have very low hair is actually quite liberating, okay? All you need to do is enter the shower. In fact, you can pour water straight on your scalp. Y'all don't know how sweet that is. If you're transitioning, you would look very weird because your roots will be poofy because they are natural, and then your ends will not be stringy because they're relaxed. So you can't do that in the morning if you are going out in the morning. But for someone with a big chop, they can just enter the shower, pour water in their hair, use towel to dry it out, rub some hair cream or hair grease or something, and they're on their way. Very, very fast. No time wasted. But if you have the time to take care of your transitioning hair, then I guess that's fine. It's okay. Most people that are transitioning complain of serious breakage and not being able to properly manage their hair, and that is because there are two different hair types on your head, and trust me, they are fighting, especially at the point where your natural and relaxed hair meet. There is a war going on there, a very serious fight. So most of the time, hair breaks off from that point, and your hair will just be breaking off a lot, and there's just so much to handle when you are transitioning. But if you do the big chop, all of that is eliminated. It's gone. You don't have to deal with all of that. All you need to do is just take care of the beautiful natural hair that is coming out of your head. That is all. And you start from the beginning and you get to enjoy your journey a little better. In my opinion, I feel like you will enjoy your journey a little better, because when you now get to 1 year, 2 years, and your hair is really long, you can look back and see where you started from. Like, I used to look like that? Cringe. But then you feel fulfilled, like, okay, I was there, now I'm here, I feel so good, That's just how I feel about transitioning and big chopping, I'm not saying one is better than the other. Different things suit different people, because there are some people that would still much rather transition than big chop. And I feel like the biggest deal about big chopping is all of the negative comments that you would be receiving. Some people would tell you, you look like a boy, or oh, you don't look so good, or this doesn't fit you, your natural hair won't fit you, what have you done, you made a mistake, all these things that people say without even thinking. People are mean, okay? That, I feel, is the biggest deal people have with doing the big chop, because they can't really handle all of that negativity. But trust me, if you are able to build your confidence level, your personality, to be able to take those negative comments and be like, okay, you done talking? Good. Because last I checked, this was my head, my hair, and my business. So, so if you're able to ward off all of those negative comments and go ahead with your big chop, that's good. And if you don't want to do that, you don't want to deal with all of that, then you can just transition. One is not better than the other. They would both land you in the same place, which is natural hair. So go ahead and do whichever one that you want. It is all entirely up to you. I really hope that you found this video very helpful. I hope I've been able to, give you some pointers to help make your decision, a little easier. The choice is still entirely yours. I ain't telling you what to do. No, I'm just speaking and you are listening, and you are still going to make your choice by yourself, for yourself, okay? But I am so glad that you decided to join us over here and go natural, and I wish you the very best. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell so you get notified every single time that I post a new video, because you don't want to miss it. Also, make sure that you share this video with every single person you know in your life, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.